Pasco County. I want to show you our sanctuary that the Pittie Party of Central Florida just started building last year. We had to do a ton of fundraising just to make sure that we had the means to make this project come true. But as you can see, we now have a place where the more difficult dogs can go so we can get them the rehabilitation they need in a safe way. I'm just gonna go around the property. We have a big expansion project going on right now, but I just wanna show you the entire property. All of this is getting fenced. It's a really big project. It's been very expensive, so we've had to really fundraise for the past year. Right here, this is the residence for the Pittie Party. And this is all our land. Hi, Jackson. But just to show you, this is all ours. Everything is fully fenced, but we're getting the property where the dogs are going to be unattended when they are living on, you know, in their own space. It's going to have a 6-foot high fence. So this is ours, and then this turns into the neighbors. Let me turn around. So let me get out of the car and show you. All fenced, and you're going to be able to see some of our dogs. Hi, Jackson. Hi, love. Hi, babes. Jackson was shot in the eye in a home invasion in Miami. We rescued him. Jackson. Buddy came from Orange County through a courtesy pull. Since we were not partners, we do all of everything through courtesy pull until now, since we have our 501c3. This is Buddy. Both of these dogs have been going through rehabilitation with our behaviorist. They also received force-free training. They have a private trainer that works with them. We just expanded. We have now a big, huge rabbit enclosure. 4 bunnies were dumped on the side of the road, and we ended up getting rabbits, even though we're a dog rescue. They have their own play yard. They have a giant hutch. We have special features for dogs who have disabilities. We have different ramps. But one of our directors, Tanya, lives on the property, so she's here at all times. She is a housewife, no children, so she has lots of time to help us. Let's go to the back. Inside the residence, we have a max of 6 dogs. We will not add any more than that because that's going beyond manageable. None of the dogs live in crates. Actually, one of the other directors, Tanya, like I told you, is doing a video so you can see the inside of the residence where the dogs reside. Now we're going into the back where we're expanding since we have more dogs in need. Only 1 dog lives in the back right now. He used to live in the small area, which I'm going to show you where Pluto's going to go. His name is Brucey. He's going to be a permanent resident here at the sanctuary. So here we are at the foyer. He settles down, but he gets very excited for car rides since we go on car rides every day. So that's what he wants. All right. Hi, Brucey. So this is our entranceway. It's always locked. Right now we have the fencing company here, so it's unlocked. But we're now entering our foyer. The reason we created a foyer is so we can get in safely and have a barrier up. God forbid a dog gets out of fenced in area. We have 6-foot fencing. We also reinforce with a chain and a lot or a clip. So this is the foyer, and don't mind the mess. We're right now finishing up our fencing project that had gotten delayed. We also, in the big building, are getting it sealed, and it's all insulated. We're getting it sealed, and then we're going to be creating a few different things in there for 3 different dogs, a storage room. Right now, like I said, we only have 1 dog living in the back. The idea has been to fundraise money so we can make this happen, and we've been adding little by little. Let's go over here. So this is going to be Pluto's yard. Fencing company's finishing this, so he's going to have 6-foot fencing all around. He's going to have cement blocks all the way around just for added security, even though it's buried into the ground. This is a giant yard. Don't mind the dance music. All of our dogs are going to receive their own giant yard. I'll just take you around here. We have lawn care that comes in the summer once a week. We put the dogs away while they're here. We also have cleaning service. We do not like to divide our time between all the things that need to be done. So we pay people to do the things that need to be done, such as cleaning the residence twice a week, or I'm sorry, not twice a week, bi-weekly. So this is going to be Pluto's yard. He'll have his own swimming pool. The wheelbarrow won't be here, it's just for the fencing company. We are getting a ramp that's being built right here. It's for dogs who they end up being senior and they're not able to climb that step. So we're gonna have a huge ramp coming out with a railing. And here's another little house. We have eventually, if we want to put 2 dogs in this yard who are dog friendly, unless Pluto is going to be here the entire time, we have that option. So this is going to be Pluto's house, his apartment or condo. This is going to be open at all times. I was saying that this is going to be open at all times so he can access the yard whenever he wants. He has his own covered porch with a veranda bed. And then the doggy door. So he can sit out here and check things out. All right, so let's check out his area. We have all these blocks because we're building the inside of the large building, which is going to house 3 dogs with big, it's a really big area. They're all going to have a big space to live in and then a doggy door to their own private yard. Hi, Brucey. Each one is going to have their own private pool that we clean routinely. We have alleyways, so no dog is face to face. Here is Pluto's, the beginning of his apartment. We're investing in a bunch of these. These cost approximately $12,000, but they're very durable and we can wash them out you know, we want to do things the right way. They're all heated and air conditioned. So we're coming into Pluto's home. All of these get kept locked. Okay, so each of these apartments are going to have a refrigerator. All the necessities. The idea is to make them homey so the dog feels comfortable. That's part of our therapy for these dogs, is they need to be in a nice, comfortable environment, and it actually makes the people feel really good too, and encourages us to do right by these animals. So all of the apartments are going to have their own storage, food storage container. We don't believe in just leaving bags out. They need to be fresh. Our food is very high quality. It's AFCO approved, recommended by the veterinarian. A lot of them are in prescription diets. They have probiotics. All of our apartments are air conditioned and heated. Like I said, the other 3 are being made. There's the air conditioning. And then the nice thing about these, that I actually designed, you do custom design, so I designed this to make it safe so we can work with the misfit dogs. So people in here are safe from interacting with dogs until they really have built a relationship. What we do is we get 2 bowls, we do water and we do food. All of our dogs get very high quality, indestructible orthopedic beds. We don't believe in egg crate. It's not supportive enough for the dogs. We believe in very dense, high memory foam orthopedic beds for every age. All of our dogs have toys. Now, this is the nice thing. So we have this extra feature, which is the guillotine door. That way, when we need to get into this area to clean, we can trap the dog outside for the time being. And then we're able to safely go in. Same thing if we want to get out into his yard, we can put him in here and shut the guillotine door. So all of this is waterproof. This is how we pressure spray and clean it out. Like I said, we have a cleaning, we have cleaning staff that comes in, professional licensed cleaning staff. They come in and they make sure that this is all sanitized on a regular basis. We will clean ourselves too if it gets extra dirty. But this is his inside area. And he's going to be, we're going to leave the guillotine door open. So he's going to be able to go in and out as he pleases. This is where Brucey was staying. He's the coon hound in the other area. We moved him over to the bigger area. All right, so, and Pluto has his own, we always use the Freedom harness. It's a martingale harness. It connects to both the chest and the top. It's the best harness to use so the dogs can't slip out of it if they pull backwards. We get these they're pricey, but we get these for all of our dogs. Over here we have high value treats. They're very high, they're quality treats. Everything we get is quality. All of our dogs are on probiotics every day. And then we have his shampoo, just the things that he needs, drawers. All of our dogs get non-rawhide treats. And then the reason we have the refrigerator is because all of our dogs are on high EPA and DHA omega oil. Most of the products on the market are garbage. They don't have enough EPA and DHA. The behaviorists make sure that they are on high quality omega oil. okay? And then a lot of dogs end up with medication that has to be refrigerated. The canned food that we mix in with the dry food has to be refrigerated. And Pluto will also get his own spring water that will go in here. We don't use the well water, we use spring water for the dogs that's chilled. All right, let's go explore the rest. So Brucey right now is living in this entire area. He gets all of this. We're doing a memorial garden for the dogs who have passed away in our rescue who do not have a foster to keep their ashes. He has his own pool. Brucey's been our most difficult case. He's made a ton of improvement since working with the behaviorist, but we feel like because he's a very difficult dog to manage, no matter how much rehabilitation we get, we're going to keep him in the sanctuary just because we don't want to take any chances. And we don't know if Pluto's going to end up that way or not, but our goal is to rehab, and we have rehabbed so many dogs here and who have ended up in forever homes, aside from Bruce and a few dogs that live up in the residence. Our goal is to make it as homey as possible. So we have a construction crew coming. They're probably going to be here in about 3 weeks, which I'll be making sure that Pluto is comfortable. He won't have access to them. Like I said, this is the alleyway. What's going to happen is this right here is going to be a porch for Brucey. He's going to eventually go into this area. We're actually going to be leaving this open for him unless we need to contain him for whatever reason when the long guys come. But he's going to have access to this whole yard. He really thrives from having a big space. This is a huge piece of property, and he enjoys interacting with the other dogs from the other side of the fence. There's going to be a human door here with a window and a doggy door where he's going to be able to come in and out of. Inside, he's going to have his own room. Let's continue. So Pluto's yard's over here. This is where people go. Dogs do not come down this alleyway unless we're walking them out on leash. So human door is going to be going right here. The Boy Scouts are coming to pressure wash this. There's going to be a big human door here with a window, which is going to lead into a hallway inside. So you can access all the different rooms that are going to be in there, including the feed room that has the air conditioning and heat. We have a crew coming to clear out all of the leaves and branches. This is going to be one of the dog yards. The dog is going to have a doggy door right here where he's going to be able to come in and out of. Okay, let me show you this yard. We don't believe in sticking dogs in tiny yards. They need room to run. Okay, so this is an entire yard for one of the dogs. Okay, we have a gate over here to lead into the alleyway for the lawnmower. Okay, let's go over this way. Okay, here's an access gate to the next alleyway. We designed this with the help of our behaviorist to make it as safe and comfortable for the dogs who are residing here. Over. Okay, so this is going to lead into our alleyway. Like I said, no dogs are face to face. There's only one area where that's happening, but it's just a holding area. So here's our next yard for another dog. This fencing project has cost us 30 grand. It's very expensive to get a fence in these days. But like I said, we've been fundraising for the past year to make this happen. Okay, so right here, in about 3 weeks, the construction crew is going to be coming to build a human door right here. It's going to have a window and a doggy door so the doggy can access this area. Okay, and this dog is gonna have a big yard. Let's go down and see. We have a pool coming for this yard and the other. A bone-shaped pool. Here's how the lawnmower gets in. Hi, Bruce. He's the only one that can access. He doesn't fence fight. He gets very scared if a dog's trying to fence fight and moves away. We're going to put actually a barrier right here. He eventually is going to have his own contained area, but for now, we don't have dogs here, so we don't need to think about that right now. Pluto, he will not be able to access, but here, this is the entire yard. Like I said, we believe in big yards for our dogs. And there's another alleyway back there. I'm going to show you. Bruce is not able to get to the alleyway that will access Pluto's area. Well, not Pluto's area, but the side of it, because we have a gate here blocking off the alleyway. The alleyway goes all the way around for people to walk through, for the lawnmower to get through. Goes all the way down, and then we have an alleyway in between these two fences. We have a ton of land left, but our philosophy is that it's quality over quantity. I understand there's lots of dogs in need, but the only way you can be effective with an animal, especially the behavioral cases, is if you have enough manpower and funding to do so. That's how these other rescues end up in situations like out of the box, because they're allowing their emotions to take over reasoning. And as much as we'd like to save every dog, we have a responsibility to our current residents, and we have to treat them like the dogs they're our babies. So, hey, this right here is going to be, we designed this, it's going to have a doggy door that goes into a smaller area. This is temporary for any of our foster dogs whose fosters need to go on vacation and don't have another solution. We pay for everything. We pay for all of our foster supplies, quality supplies. I'm super anal about the supplies. They need to be quality, down to the bed, down to the food, everything. Anyway, this holding area is going to be for them, just, you know, for the few days that their fosters are gone, or a week. They're going to be able to access the inside, which is going to have the same thing with a kennel wall with the way that you feed them safely. Bruce is enjoying his pool. But that's what this is going to be, and we're going to put a privacy screen here. We would not put a dog here that fence fights, since we're going to be accessing this area. So like I said, this building holds 3 main residents and 1 temporary, plus the feed room. Really good. It's about 12 by 12 for each area. And then this leads to the rest of the property, which we will go in. Okay, so here's the rest of the property. Goes all the way over there. Like I said, all fenced in. Okay, we're now in Bruce's area. He will not eventually have all of this. He's pretty spoiled. He lives right now, since we moved him over in the house. There's already a doggy door there. However, everything's going to be changing. Construction crew is coming out. We had to remove everything. He has his own big futon with a really nice mattress that I changed the sheets on. We're going to have whole tone little dog speakers in each house. Whole tone is a research project. They do therapy music for humans and dogs. It has to do with the different tones that come with the music and helping to heal. Music therapy is a big part of this as well. Let's go around. It's going to be like a little village. This is all getting fenced. He doesn't climb or dig, but this is all getting fenced. so we're coming up to Bagheera and Sterling's yard. Bagheera is a King Corso, purebred King Corso. She came from Orange County. She's also a behavioral case who works with the behaviorist as well as trainers. She goes to socialization doggy daycare 3 times a week. Not all of our dogs can do that, but the ones who have potential do that. And this is only part of her yard. And Sterling is a Great Pyrenees. He is going to also be a permanent resident here. He lived his life on a chain, had heartworms. It was embedded into his neck, and he has a lot of fear issues. He doesn't give a reaction when he bites. He lives in a very structured setting with Bagheera. This is, I mean, their yard is gigantic. We just expanded everything. This is all their yard. It goes all the way over here. Our lawn crew picks up dog poop, mows the lawn, takes care of the trees and shrubs. This is all their property. As you can see, we've got the sanctuary. This is how the lawn mower access. It's one of those big 0-turn lawn mowers. Okay, so that's for Bagheera and Sterling. Now, one of the protocols for Brucey is he's very food possessive. He has a lot of resource guarding issues with food and people. We were having an issue with accessing the property, and it was because his food was in the little house and he was guarding, you know, around the whole entire perimeter. So we built this special feature where get over here and see if I can show you. He's learned to trust me around his food. I've done a lot of work with him. I don't want to stress him out, so I'm not going to get super close. But what you're going to see in here is a system where the other area pulls to put the food in, and this closes the dog from getting to the human. Food, water, same thing. We're going to be building these for each area, for each dog through each fence, except for Pluto's because he has a feed room inside. But this way, whenever we need somebody to come and feed him, if we're out of town, this way they can do so safely without having to interact with the dog. We are constantly here playing ball with the dog, spending time. One of our goals is to get an area, like a little, like a shed that's insulated and heated with a couch, TV, for people to relax, interact with the dogs who have learned to trust them so they can get the companionship they need. Some of these dogs who are good to go out in the community, we go for walks, we take drives, we take them places. It just depends on what they're able to handle and what is not going to throw them over threshold. Our goal is to make these dogs feel as comfortable as possible. We're going to have a nice little memorial garden over here. We're going to bury the box of ashes for each dog that we have. We're going to put a stone down and a tree right next to it, just that will describe their personality. So the meaning of the tree, all plants have meanings. We're going to pair that up with the dog's personality and have a nice little memorial garden with a bench, some wind chimes. I'll be getting video, actually Tanya's getting video of the inside of the residence. There is a front yard, which is giant. That is where Jackson, Buddy, Bo, and Minerva, that's where they reside, in the front and in the house. Bagheera and Sterling have their own apartment in the house, since they can't be around the other dogs. They're companions. So yeah, this is the property. I will send the inside once it's completed. Right now it's just bare, but once it's completed, I mean, I'll show you. It's right now we had to move everything out of there. We're getting the floor sealed and we're getting walls built. Right now it's just completely bare, air conditioned and heated. Bruce sleeps on an orthopedic bed. So this entire thing is all getting redone. All of this is going to be completely redone. And it's going to have the small area that will go out to the doggy door. It'll all be scrubbed, cleaned. We're doing pressure spraying down here. Nobody's been living in here, so we haven't had to do anything yet. But this will be where the kennel wall is. We're gonna have the alleyway that is gonna go to this area over here with a door. Brucey's area is gonna be, oh my gosh, this is so close. Bruce's area is gonna be here with the door. This is gonna be our feed room with our air conditioning. That's gonna be a dog's room here and a dog's room here. All of this is getting pressure sprayed, scrubbed. It'll look really nice by the time we're done with it. Bruce's futon has been moved out. We got all the big things out of here so he can be in here. We had the futon, but we had to move it because when the workers come, it has to be something that easily they can move, which we have now. The crate, he doesn't stay in there. It's just he likes to be in like a little caved in area. We had this here before and he actually chose to sleep in here opposed to the futon, so. But it's all insulated, heated, air conditioned. Yeah, so here's the sanctuary. It's an ongoing process, but we think it's pretty great and expensive. All right, guys, thanks so much.